Hey now! So it's Monday and there's no class. How about that? It's sort of nice to be able to go straight to the gym without having to go to class first, like I usually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Uh, so a little bit nice to be on break, and I was able to finish my workout a little earlier than I usually would as a result. There's some pros and cons as far as being on reading week goes. The pros are that like I get to relax and not worry about school, but the cons are that every time I go back to school I feel sort of lazy and not like doing the work that I have to do. So I'm going to try to avoid that this time around by doing some more schoolwork and keeping up with the reading. As far as lifting goes, these squats here I had 290 for 8 reps, 4 sets, and it felt just as good as last week I did with 280. Maybe I'm going a little bit too deep and making it sort of hard on myself, but I think I'll start concerning myself with that as I get closer to a meet prep, which won't really be for a while. I increased my squat max by 5 pounds this week, since I usually didn't account for the fact that I was switching to low bar, and like that, it certainly is easier if you do low bar versus high bar, for me at least, and I'm sure it would be for most people. But overall, these squats went pretty well, and I'm happy with them. So after these, I did some pause squats, and I did 3 sets with 265 for 5 reps. And it was really hard, well, sort of hard after doing all these reps with high bar. I'm still doing them on screen here, you can see. But I think my form is definitely improving, and I can feel my upper back not rounding as much, if at all. And I'm definitely getting better and stronger with them. And it's sort of helping me out of the bottom, just getting that bounce and developing power out of the bottom of the squat as it would normally need, which was certainly a sticking point for me with high bar. Not so much with low bar, but really if you're going to get stuck anywhere, it's usually at the bottom of the lift. So here you can see the pause squats. I usually do them with a 2-second pause. That's all I really feel I need to sort of get the benefits of them. Maybe I'll try with more, maybe I'll try with less. But for now I'll just stick with 2 seconds. After that I moved on to the bench, and I had 175 for 8 reps, 4 sets, and there was really no problem with these. They moved pretty quickly, and they felt pretty good. I'm just making some slight adjustments with my form on the bench and my setup that you can't really see on screen because it happens before I pick the bar up off the rack. What I do is, well, I used to like lift myself up with the bar and put myself back down and make my back tight whenever I lift myself up, but now I'm just using like the posts and pushing my arms against them and setting my back in deep against the pad. And I find this makes for a more consistent setup, because like if I set myself back down, and I might miss the proper spot and take a little longer to set up, but this way it gives me a little more consistency in the setup. Before I started doing this, I always felt like my right shoulder was sort of hanging off the bench, and I was sort of like lined up crooked, but this time I positioned myself more towards the center of the bench and it felt pretty good. But it will take a little bit of getting used to because it is different. And one thing I missed about high rep benching was like the chest bump you would get, and I used to only do that with like 150 or so, and now I can do it with 175, and I'm sure I could do 180 if I tried it. But yeah, it feels better now. I can do it with heavier weight. I did overhead pressing here with, I started with 125 and had to drop it down to 115 just because the benching takes a lot out of you. And I think I'll just keep it at this weight for now and progress like 5 pounds every 2 weeks maybe. After that, I did these Pendlay Rows for 205 for a 5x5, and I got through them pretty quickly. And that was the end of the workout after that. Next session I have squats, deficit deads, bench, close grip, and pull-ups. So that's it for today. If you liked the video, please like it, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and you enjoy my content. I'd love to have you along to watch my progress and reach my goals. Thanks for watching.